Mickey, Redmond, appreciate your time. Ken Daniels has a saying that you guys are in the emotional transportation business. When you are here celebrating 100 years of Red Wings hockey, you get all these guys in the room together. What does that do to transport your emotions, thinking about all the history you've seen and you've called?
Well, I think the most important thing that all of us get to do in whatever we do is to leave the memories, and which creates the legacy for the fans that have watched and felt and had passion for the game, which is wonderful in the state of Michigan and city of Detroit. That's what legacy and tradition is all about. And we can only do what we do and hope that it leaves a good one. So we've had lots of that with this organization, with the iconic Red Wing over 100 years.
You know, you expect the fan support, right? Guys are out there for more than an hour just to meet you and all the other legends, but not just this weekend. Why do you think the alumni base and the connective tissue here is as strong as it is?
I'm not sure why it's as strong as it is, but I just know it is strong. And I've often said, if people make a place, then we're in heaven in Detroit, because people care. They have an opinion. You may not like it, but they've got one, and that's important. That they're involved. They're emotionally involved, and they ride the highs and the lows. Just like the players and the coaches do. It's a really, really good support system, and for me now, having come here in 1971 and then been broadcasting since 1979 for 47 years, I mean, the ride is incredible, and wherever you go, people are a part of this organization, and they love their team, and they live and die with them.
Well, we're going to go to dinner in a minute, and for all the things that are happening with fans this weekend, I think that private dinner is probably the coolest thing that's going on. I can only imagine the stories that will be told. When you see that 100 in front of the Red Wing logo, what's the first story or the first person that comes to mind?
I think for me, the fact that I got to play with Alex Delvecchio, Gary Bergman, Nick Libet, Gordie Howe. Lindsay was a manager when I tried to make a comeback. I knew Sid Abel very well. I mean, Jimmy Peters back in the day, who started the Red Wing alumni in 1958. That's what comes to my mind when I think about 100 years. And I know there was many years before that, but having been able to be a part of that since 1971, after being traded from Montreal, has been very special for me. And then, of course, the 25-year run, the 4 Stanley Cups in 12 years. And now, in today's world, being around the young kids, for me, it's very, very special. I'm very honored to be able to be a part of it still after all this length of time.
And they are kids. Like most of them are younger than me now. To be around this greatness, all these legends who are here, it's tough when you're, 20, 21, 22 to have that kind of perspective. But what do you think is important for them to take away from these kinds of interactions?
You never really know when you're going through it where it's going to end up. We just do what we do, and that's the way we were raised and bred to be hockey players. Couldn't have been any better for all of us, that's for sure. And even though there are lots of lows, there's more highs than lows. But to be able to play this great game at this level, to be a part of the brotherhood, is 100% special. And to your point about the dinner tonight, the locker room will always be the locker room. You could make a reality show on any given practice day, and that's the greatness of the game, for sure. We can't thank, though, enough the fans that have supported the Detroit Red Wings all these years and continue to do so with this young crop right now. We're looking forward to another legacy coming up real soon.
If you enjoy your dinner half as much as we all enjoy hearing you call the games, it's going to be a pretty great dinner. Thank you, Mickey.
The honor's all mine. Thanks, Joel.